You know what I've been seeing a lot? I've been seeing a lot of people who seem to be upset with the rioting and the looting that's going on, the protest against police brutality.
You are not welcome here.
Last night was a riot in our city.
Today we're going to talk about Denver, Colorado, and the city official in Denver who seems to think that rioting for change is a problem. This motherfucker wants to use the word anarchy, dude. This is what I've been saying. Government officials, people in power will always try to discredit anarchy, will always try to discredit change. My problem is that these protests are that. They become hostile, physical, deadly, dangerous environments when the police come and start brutalizing the protesters. Then the protests become riots.
We're going to do everything we can to use every element of law and justice to hold those who committed these crimes in our city last night, hold them accountable.
I think what you mean to say is there's a lot of injustices going on. There's a lot of protesters who are unjustly being beaten. I think that's what you mean.
This will not be tolerated in our city. You are not welcome here.
Motherfucker, you're not welcome here. Did you hear this, motherfucker? Who's not welcome here? The people? Do you understand the people who are rioting? The people who you call anarchists? The people who are literally peacefully protesting until they have to fend for their lives against these police officers? These people are your community. They live here. What do you mean you're not welcome here? Motherfucker, you're not welcome here. All you fucking elected officials, you're not welcome here. These police who are killing people, they're not welcome here.
Last night was a riot in our city.
Last night was a riot in our city? Motherfucker, can you talk, bitch? Last night was not a riot. No, motherfucker, no. Last night there was violence perpetuated against peaceful protesters by police officers. That's what happened last night. Last night, your boys in blue were off the cuff. That's what the fuck happened. Maybe control your fucking dogs.
Denver leaders taking a stand, saying the damage and riots last night will not be tolerated anymore.
The damages and riots that happened last night will not be tolerated. The damages, the riots. See, is this like is this an optics thing? Is this because Denver doesn't want the world to think differently of Denver? They think the riots make them look bad? Is it because you think the damage left on these buildings is gonna be a reminder that maybe y'all fucking police officers should stop killing people? This is what we've been saying. Police officers are only here to protect property.
A group of rioters gathered at DPD headquarters last night.
A group of rioters gathered at the police station. It was literally a group of peaceful protesters that gathered outside the police station. These peaceful protests then became violent when the police officers attacked them.
Setting fires and smashing windows. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for...
Hey, I'm glad they set fires and I'm glad they smashed these windows. This is justified, this is righteous, and this is what needs to be done to make change. This channel supports the rioting. This channel supports the civil disobedience. This channel supports what the protesters are doing.
Joining us, I'm Jason Grenauer.
And I'm JACLYN Allen.
Gee, look at their fucking fake concern. Look at this. Jason and JACLYN, fucking Whitey and Whitey too. Look at, he's like, oh, doesn't this suck? Oh my God, our city. Look at his little white boy lips we all be taught to do when you do the... That's what he doing. Look at her. She look like she's real worried. Oh God, our city is going up in flames. No, people are finally fucking mad enough to fight back.
Denver police arrested these 12 people last night. They're facing...
Denver, oh, see, I wondered what was up with that. In the comment section, it said, wow, look at those pictures. All those motherfuckers are ugly. Wow, look at those pictures. All these fucking kids look like they come from bad parents. What the fuck? Dude, this is our people, bro. Look at this. This is what the left is, baby.
Charges ranging from criminal mischief to assault to having a dangerous weapon. Another person was cited and released.
Denver. Criminal mischief and assault. What the fuck ever, dude? These dudes didn't do nothing. None of these motherfuckers did anything. Look at dude on bottom left. Bottom right, he was happy to do it.
7 Sean TOWLE joins us live with a strong message from city leaders. Sean.
Yep, Jason, many people in the city of Denver are just tired.
Motherfucker's name is Sean TOWLE. Dude, fucking Whitey 213. Here we go.
Of all of the damage being caused. Now, city leaders say enough is enough.
Shut the fuck up. People, you saying that people of Denver, city officials, are tired of the damage that's being done by protests, by rioting? Bro, you mad about that, but you don't care about the Black Lives Lost? Okay. Interesting,
and
Sean.
It's time for it to stop.
And it's time for it to stop. My name is Sean TOWLE, and I was taught how to read like this. Fucking...
City crews spent much of Sunday morning cleaning up the mess left after a rough night.
Last night was a riot in our city. We will not be using the word protest or march This was a riot.
No, it was a protest. It was a peaceful protest. It was a march. You rioted. The police officers rioted in Denver last night. That's what the fuck happened.
Leaders are fed up with damage to buildings. Mayor Hancock also brought up restitution and spoke with
restitution
about possible additional enforcement.
Motherfucker said restitution. Oh, excuse me. You want some restitution for your burnt down building? Oh. How about some generational restitution for what you've done to our people? Fuck you.
We can use every element of law and justice to hold those who committed.
Oh, this motherfucker is the mayor? Mayor Michael Hancock, who is doing an Obama impression when he speaks like this?
Approximately 7 of these individuals are Denver residents. 2 indicate that they are residents of Boulder, and the rest unknown addresses.
And one officer suffering a concussion and 3rd-degree burns.
Oh my God, an officer suffered 3rd-degree burns and a concussion. Not a single officer was dead, though. Interesting. Can we talk about how many protesters have been losing eyeballs because they get shot in the fucking eye? You want to talk about that? Oh, you don't want to talk about that. Oh, you're just worried about your police officers. I see how it is.
Fortunately, we believe the officer will make a full recovery.
Oh, fortunate for that officer. I'm so glad that officer make a full recovery. You know who's not going to make a full recovery is the dead people. You know why they had this fucking protest last night? Specifically, they were out there fighting for Elijah McClain, the autistic teenager who was murdered at the hands of police fucking last year. And this year when the video finally came out and we saw that not only did they kill him in front of us, but then they fucking drugged him with ketamine so that he couldn't fucking say anything, and now he's dead. His name is Elijah.
Now, someone called police to report McClain as a suspicious man wearing a ski mask and waving his hands. The 23-year-old was walking home from a convenience store. His family said he wore the ski mask because he was anemic and was often cold.
The police say many showed up with weapons and the intent to commit violent acts. And the city's executive director of public safety says he wants them to stop with the narrative that they march for Black lives.
The public needs to know that you...
This motherfucker is who? Murphy Robinson, the executive director of public safety? Bro, who the fuck are you?
Stop using the color of my skin as an excuse to tear up my city.
Motherfucker, stop using your color of skin as a way to say that, oh, see, we black people also have positions of power, so there is no racial injustice. We shouldn't be fighting for Elijah McClain who was fucking murdered. Fuck you, you piece of shit. Talk about rioting in the streets, but you don't want to talk about murder in the streets, do you?
We ask you to stay home. If you aren't going to protest peacefully, don't come out.
We asked you to stay home. If you're not going to protest peacefully, don't come out. What? We asked you to do something. You're an elected official. We asked you to make change. You've done nothing. Maybe you should fucking stay home.
You will be dealt with.
No, motherfucker, you will be dealt with. Every single person in power will be held accountable for all of their continued negligence.
This is justified. If you look at me and you see a colored man on unemployment, just know I worked proudly. I was proud of my trade. I lost my job during this, and I'm standing up for our rights. I am a descendant of Native Americans and Afro-Cubans. We built this country and we will burn it down. The dogs need to answer to their masters.
Your history is extremely uncomfortable for America. They'd rather shrug you off or shoot you dead in cold blood. You remind America that they still haven't done right by you. You're powerful, brothers and sisters. And never forget your power of choice. And while your humanity appears to be at risk, remember that you are divine and that you have the power to choose. To choose how you react, how you walk, how you talk, how you protest, how you spend your money. Let's start thinking about these new rituals as we move forward.
John Crawford. Here. Tanisha Anderson. Here. Dante Parker. Here. Tamir Rice. Here.
You know, anger and rage, you know, they're very good weapons if you channel them right. You know, so I guess all I can say is that I'm learning to channel my rage and my anger and my frustration.
I'm asking anybody out there that hears this, if you just have it in your heart to try to do some prayers and think of some ways that you can reach out and help us.
A long time ago, there was once a vision, and they said one day the children will cry. That day is today. Our children are crying, and they need help.
Since time immemorial, the Sioux roamed the Great Plains of North America. After 160 years of abuse, lies, murder, attempted extermination, broken promises, broken treaties, and broken dreams, the Oglala Sioux now live in a small corner of South Dakota on the reservation called Pine Ridge.